Hello everyone, welcome to Spanish for Jamaicans. This is another episode. So today we're going to look at a very interesting phrase that's commonly used in Spanish, and this phrase is aunque sea, which means in English even if, even though, at least. So those three meanings, right? Even if, even though, at least. The it's part of it, not only it's, but he, she, you are, and so on, right? Even I am. So take a look at I am. So the purpose of that it's he, she is, I am is because of the ser, right? The ending of ser. Let's take a look at that. Look at ser, the subjunctive portion of ser. Take a look at ser. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted. So the the ending means because the subjunctive, the yo and the first person and the third person always have the same ending, right? So the sayer can either speaking of yourself or someone else. Sometimes you will see aunque sean, aunque seas, aunque seamos, depends. So just keep in mind it means even if, even though, and then you can add on the it's, he is, she is, you are, I am as well. Okay, so let's look at the first example. Example A, right? Where it says, ¿Por qué no te viene con nosotros a la playa? Right? It's a question. And you have to raise your voice. ¿Por qué no te viene con nosotros a la playa? And then you're putting in a suggestion, right? Aunque sea solo un ratito. Okay? Even if it's only for a bit or a little while, or even if just for a little while, or even if it's just for a little bit. So it depends on how you wanna express yourself, you know. Aunque sea solo un ratito. You will see the de na beside the ratito, but if you take a look at the de na, means a little as well. But take a look at ratito as well, where it says a little while, a little bit. So most users, most native speakers will just say aunque sea solo un ratito. Adding the extra, the na, you don't really need that. But if you hear it, you means the same, right? ¿Por qué no te viene con nosotros a la playa? Why no te viene, which is venir? Why don't you come with us, right? Con nosotros a la playa, to the beach, aunque sea solo un ratito. And let's look at example B, where it says at least me puede dejar algo de dinero. Alright? Me puede dejar algo de dinero. And since you're asking a question, me puede dejar algo de dinero. And venga would be like, you use it as a favor. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. What's up? And stuff like that, you know. Me puedes. Can you dejar, lend me? But normally, you always keep in mind that you put yourself first, right? Me. So me, you, len, right? But that's how it is in Spanish. Me, you can len, right? some money. So always put yourself first, and then the conjugation of the person you're speaking to. 5 euro, aunque sea. Alrighty, at least 5 euros, but whether you want to put the aunque sea before 5 euro or whether you want to put it after, it works for the same ways. And as we look at ser, the subjunctive, you can whether you're speaking of he's, she's, or you are formal, that's when you can determine the it's part of it. Okay, same for even though. And another similar one is que sea, which it means the same as ser, right? But the subjunctive part. So you can keep in mind that it's like emphasis when you add the que sea to he is, right? Who is, it is, and also I am, okay? And the you are formal. Just as the ser, just as s in ser means also is, right? If you study ser, you found out that s also means is. So that's the same for the sea, mean is as well, okay? So just keep in mind he is, she is, who is, it is, and stuff like that. So that when you hear native speaker use it, you can determine whether they're saying aunque sea or que sea, okay? And I'm gonna let you know why in a bit. Let's listen to a music, and you're gonna tell me if the singer uses aunque sea or que sea, okay? But first, before we listen to the music, we're gonna look at the little translation of a music script where it says antes que te vayas, before you go or you leave, quiero probar tu cuerpo. I want to try out your body, okay? Aunque sea solo un momento, even if it's just for a moment, okay? Antes, before, que te vayas, you go or leave, quiero probar tu cuerpo. So in this, you will know that que sea would make any sense, okay? So now we're gonna listen to the music. Keep in mind, antes que te vaya, quiero probar tu cuerpo, okay? Alright, so listen to the music. Antes que te vayas, quiero probar tu cuerpo. Antes que te vaya, quiero probar el cuerpo, okay? Ponme contento, aunque sea solo un momento. So, listening to the music, your ears is gonna pick up que sea. But in these cases, when you're listening to music, you wanna try to understand it much as possible, so that when you hear the first translation, ante que te vaya, quiero probar el cuerpo, then you will know when you drop in the aunque sea and you hear only picked up the que sea, then your mind would fit in the missing piece, okay? That's how you develop active listening, because a lot of beginners would hear he says que sea instead of aunque sea. Let's listen one more time. Antes que te vaya, quiero probar tu cuerpo. Reason for that? Ponme contento, each time you're gonna hear he says que sea until your mind start to fit in the aunque. And ponme contento is to make me happy, right? So adding, so thinking of, so when you hear aunque sea and que sea, then it's now you to think that the que sea would make any sense of what he's singing, okay? Alright, so we're gonna listen one more time. Es que te vayas, quiero probar tu cuerpo. Ponme contento, aunque sea solo un momento. Hear that? Que sea, alright? That's what you will hear as a beginner. But he says aunque, but it's very, very light. The AU is you have to be learning for a while and listening how native speaker pronounce their alphabets so that you can fine tune to when they pronounce these alphabet very light, then you can pick them up, okay? But he used the word aunque sea, but it just that your mind is gonna pick up the que sea because he pronounced those the que sea very hard, okay? So let's listen one more time. And when you listen that rhythm, antes que te vaya, quiero probar tu cuerpo. It means something sexual, right? Make me happy. Ponme contento. Okay? Aunque solo un momento. So within that translation, that's when you will know it's aunque. It's a really nice music. But listening music will get you to understand many ways how native speaker pronounce their words and also letters. Okay. And taking a look back at the ante que te vaya, and if you heard correctly, you will he doesn't pronounce the s's, right? Ante que te vaya. Most native speaker don't. Ante que te vaya, quiero probar el cuerpo, okay? Ponme contento, aunque sea solo un momento. Vaya is a part of ir, and when you make it reflexive, you're in the process of leaving, right? So take a look at that. Let's take a look at ir. You're in the process of leaving. You're in the process of, but it means the same. But when you're thinking of going somewhere, you're in the process of going, right? That's for irse when you make it reflexive. But when you use the ir only, when it's not reflexive, this means that you're already somewhere, okay? You're already leaving somewhere. You're no longer in the process of reaching that. You're already at your destination, okay? Let's take a look at the subjunctive where it says vaya, yo vaya, tú vayas, right? Ella, usted vaya, nosotros vayamos, vosotros vayáis, ellos, ellas, usted vayan. So that's for, it's really nice to, it's a perfect subjunctive, so it's really nice to learn these. Ones that I highlight in red, these are so we can see that all of them are highlighted in red, so these are just irregular. Alrighty, my people. I do thank you for watching. I do hope that you enjoy. Subscribe, like, and you can share as well. Until next time, have yourself a wonderful day, okay?